Good morning. Time check is 35 minutes past the hour of 7, and you're tuned into Unica Radio International 103.5 FM. My name is Sharon Antigaita, and you're on the Morning Bus Show today, where we take you through a smooth drive through your morning, escort you as you go around your daily business, to school, to work, to your places of business, whatever it is, whether you're staying at home. Maybe you are just going to be chilling at home. We are here. We are here for you to make sure that your airwaves are blessed with sonorous voices and beautiful melodies. My name is Sharon Antigaita, like I said before, and trust me when I say every segment of the show is tailored to make sure that your morning goes smoothly well. Just tuning into the Morning Bus Show, your morning is good. It's just going to go smoothly well. You just know that it's going to go smoothly well. Anyways, I'm not alone. I'm here with Obi Thompson on the show today, and together we're going to escort you around your daily business. So, Obi Thompson, good morning. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Malabites and Malabrasis. Good morning to our very listeners out there. It's such a beautiful time to be here this beautiful Friday. Thank God it's Friday.
Finally, my dear. Thank God
Oh
it's
my goodness.
Friday.
But at some point in time, okay, let me quickly start with saying that I am good. And how are you also doing today?
I'm okay. I'm actually okay. Although I was tired yesterday, though, but I slept well and I woke up on time. Yeah, I woke up on time and I'm good.
That's
Actually, no
interesting. When you
drama.
say you slept well, no drama. Oh,
Yeah, no
that
drama, my
sounds so
dear.
fantastic.
I slept.
Sounds so good.
I did like a form
What
of.
happened?
I did a form of self care.
Okay.
A little self care. I derive joy in washing my hair. You know, my entire hair routine. I derive joy in doing it.
Okay.
So when I do it, like it's like therapy for me.
Hmm.
Because while washing, I have to massage and be gentle in my hair. So it was enough for me to.
Why didn't you call someone to help do that?
No,
Yeah.
I like doing it by myself.
Oh, fantastic.
Because the last time somebody did it for me. No,
Was
the last
terrible.
time I allow somebody to
Was
do
horrible.
that thing, yeah, person pulled my hair. Except
Oh,
I
sorry
pay
about
if I
that.
pay for professional treatment, the hair that
Okay.
one is different. But if I say somebody should come and help me and do
Okay.
it, use me and use my hair and do tug of war. So it's like it was therapy for me,
Okay.
basically. And I did it before I slept. So
Okay.
while when you massage your head for long,
Mm.
you feel sleepy.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had to wash my hair, do all the whole prep and everything. And then I slept off. I drifted to sleep and I slept
Okay.
well. I didn't realize when I even slept off. I slept well. I'm actually happy that I slept well yesterday. And I'm also happy that today is Friday.
Friday, yeah.
Finally, today is
Seriously.
Friday. And my weekend is already looking up because tomorrow I'm going to go for somebody's wedding. They're just marrying anyhow
Ah,
this
okay.
year. Like, people in my circle, they're like up to 4 that have gotten married now. This is
Wow.
the 5th person.
That's interesting.
And I'm like, there's another one coming up in September. Actually, like there's no 2. Sorry, 2.
Okay, so I wouldn't love to invite someone to say, when is your day? Because definitely it's going to get to that point where we'll begin.
When I see
When is your day?
when I see certificates
When-
and license,
When you
we'll
see
talk about that
certificate?
one. When I see certificates and license, we'll talk about that one. Finish. You understand? But if you don't
Mommy
see
and daddy,
it,
suitors, I hope you're hearing what is
if you
going
don't
on
see
here.
it,
Yeah, okay.
if you don't see it, there's no way that it's and I see money too. There's no
Ah.
way that can enter my brain.
See,
at the moment.
we all know all of this.
I'm not going to be
It boils
pressured.
down to money. It
I'm not going
boils
to be
down to.
pressured. I said
Don't
money
worry.
on my account though.
Oh.
Like in my account.
In your own account.
Not
Are you the one
going?
getting married? Are you the one who is going to sponsor it?
Yeah,
Don't worry.
there are
It's
couples
not
that
the money in you.
No,
in
there are
your own
couples that
pocket.
actually put
There are-
resources together and do their
Let's not
wedding
go
now.
too far.
There are couples that put their money
Yeah,
together and
let's
do it
let's
now.
not go too far.
And
I
if you
understand.
bias with one person, it's only me that thinks that way.
Yeah.
Bias is one person now.
Okay.
I feel like if you have the resources, you should pull resources together and do
Yeah,
your
I
thing
think
now.
this.
Conversation is a good one because it's already Friday because a lot of persons are actually planning and preparing themselves to support their yes I do, to make it happen. It's not wrong for you as a business to actually have money in your pocket and then support your spouse, but what would be the
Consequences thereafter when after marriage you'll be like well, I paid for drink, I paid for food, I paid for the toothpick we
Dragging
used,
all
I
this
paid for
expenses.
this.
That's
That is
just being
always a
petty.
problem. Yeah, that's the reason why so many times you see men saying, look, I want to fund all of these things, okay? So that tomorrow you not be like, I was the one who actually provided the canopy. I provided canopy for my family. I provided food for my own family. What did you do? You didn't do everything. Don't
I feel
forget
like
about.
that's just the first sign of immaturity for you to be dragging
Well,
resources. Who spent money and who spent
it's
money?
not about that. It's about an individual perceptions about if they are ready to actually settle down or not. Because a lot of persons are not ready to settle down. They just want to do it just because, oh, what's the society, the pressure from the society, peer groups, family settings,
Mm.
religious settings, and all of that. And boom, the next thing you'd be like, I want to get married, I want to settle down, without thinking about the
You've not
consequences
reached my
involved in all
side,
of
though.
that. So I think it's quite important for people to actually, right from when the very first day you as a girl, start thinking like, yes, I want to accept this man. You need to start, picking up, some pins, some stones out of the rice, and then for the man, the moment the girl gives you the sign that yes, she is ready to settle down with you, that is when you start preparing yourself. It's not all about going to visiting eateries, eating all the good things, getting this, getting that. No, it's not all about that. It's about knowing this person deeply. Is this person the kind of person that will act when she supports me? Is the kind of person that will say, hey, I did this, I did that. This is, in fact, I had a friend back then.
I bet you.
Usually one of the things that actually, took my heart off her was the fact that, well, she had a good phone then. Yeah, I won't dispute that, But then at any given time you dare touch it or probably place it, you hear words like, do you know how much I bought this? Do you understand? And then the shirt will be like, do you know how much I bought this? So once I got that, I'll be like, no, 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 no. This kind of person tomorrow, when she eventually gets the car, of course, very soon she's going to get a car, and she'll be like, you can't drive this car. Do you know how much fuel I bought in this car? Oh my goodness.
Like that's something I can't do.
Wow, it's something very terrible, and it's really not going to go well at some point in time. So I think it's quite important for, you know, um, friends, dating, fiancés, and all of this. When you get to that stage where you be like, I want to say I do, you should know that that is a time where you sacrifice all your personal egos and understand that you need to compromise. You need to, put yourselves together, okay, so that when you get something, you don't be like, I got this, I bought this in my money, I did this, I spent for it, and
Like
all
I
of that.
said,
So
it boils down to maturity because
okay,
it's petty actually bringing out the money you put inside your own marriage. Oh please. Anyways, yeah, everybody has different perceptions towards things, and maybe this is my own perception towards particular thing. But I feel
that
like to
you
be
have money
petty.
first.
I feel like to be petty for me to just because I want to have money to support myself and
Okay,
also impute in the family needs. Do you understand? It's
okay.
not everything that will fall on the man. It's not
But
because
but
I
why
want
you
to
why
prove
you're why you're
right.
trying to support this? I just hope that, just like every other, some other women are doing, we don't want to see situations to be like, I did this. But also for men, I think we need to understand that a lot of women have this already in their gene. That look, whenever they are able to provide anything with their own money, they become to sound, very rude, very uncalled for, and all of that. But there
Maybe I
again,
go
I
drag you for
think,
that way you talk.
yeah, but that's why I use the word some women. Yeah, some women
Yay!
do that. Some women just can let go of anything. They don't care, because they know that it's just material things. In as much as it is not their own life, in as much as it is not something in their skin. I know of a lot of persons as friends who, you can do anything with their phones, their gadgets, and all of that. Well, they won't get a quarrel. But if you stink them in the skin or cause injury or mark and all of that, is when they'll be like, no, 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 that is beyond what I can endure. But there are some persons who can still endure that. But when it has to do with things of the heart and the soul, they'll be like, no, you have overcrossed the boundary. So we should also know as men some certain things that we need to do, so that we don't piss them off to that extent. So don't forget that sometimes, a lot of them react to this based on the fact that, you've either done something, that warrants them to react like that. Nobody just wakes up to react that way. But I have, just like that, my friend, for her, she literally can just say it's out, even if you're joking or playing, she just, hey, do you know how much I got this? When you have those kind of friends, you just need to be very careful around them because, someday, somehow, they're going to say it out in the public in a place where you won't feel comfortable about. You'll be like, I got this food for you. Do you know how
Come
much it
see.
cost me to get this food for you? Oh, come
Come
on.
see. I know
It's
on the
Friday. We are
relationship
saying all
show,
of these
please.
things so that you out there will be very careful. You know, it's weekend. I lost sometimes you have also guys who do this. There are a lot of guys who do this, right? And then you'll be like, I have spent so much, and here you're giving me excuses. Of course, I know how to tell those kind of persons, right? And then I get this, I did this, I do that, but here you're giving me excuses. Hello, please, you need to stop it.
Oh, this is not a relationship show.
Okay.
This is what you just want to know how we are doing.
I'm
How are you going to
fine.
spend your
I'm good.
How are you going to spend your weekend? No, you already said how you're doing now. I'm talking to my listeners.
Okay.
Talking to our listeners. Anyways, how are you doing this morning? How are you going to spend your weekend? Are you going to be sleeping in your house? Are you going to be attending a wedding? Are you going to go out to attend a party? You're going to the club? Where are you going to this weekend? How are you going to spend your weekend? Get to talk to us, get to call us on 0809 You can send a text message to that number or send a WhatsApp message to that same number, or you can call us on the show today. You can also drop a comment on our live stream. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube at Unical Radio International. Stay tuned. Make sure I stay tuned and connected on these what I just mentioned. Tell us what's going on in your areas, how you're going to spend your weekend. I'm so glad that it's Friday. Like, you don't know how it's sweet. It's like it's sweet in me. It's Friday. Like,
Yeah.
because this week has actually gone on a very good pace though.
Okay.
It has gone on a very good pace. But I need that rest. Like, I need to rest. And I also need to just unwind. I haven't gone for an event in a while. And I actually want to go for, I think the last event was Saturday that I was supposed to go for, but I woke up late. So I just give up. Because I
Okay.
don't like coming for functions late. So I just give up on the entire thing. But actually, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm looking forward to tomorrow because I
Okay.
want to go for that event. Like, for the first time, I want to go for an event. You know, it's just time in a while. I said no, like I interestingly want to go for an event. But anyways, in case you are being skeptical about a particular event that you're supposed to go for, all the introverts there, please stand up and go out. Before you
Okay.
say you don't have friends, before you say
Yeah.
nobody's coming to come and meet you.
And then first of all, I think today there's already an event, here in the University of Calabar that I just want to, be sure that undergraduate students, don't miss out of this great opportunity from UNICEF and Microsoft team who've been, in meetings all through yesterday, different places, getting things ready, set for today. And that is going to be 2 p.m. at Gosul Akwabi International Conference Center. So come and see how young people like you are able to use skills, AI, artificial intelligence, to, come up with great, impact in the society and things that you can also do. These are, we are all human beings. There are things that we can do, but because of limited resources and all of that, we feel like, we cannot achieve this. But come and see how these resources are valuable resources in your doorstep can help you. You're not paying anything, and trust me, there's going to be a whole lot of bug refreshments, for you out there. So it's going to be a privilege for me to be there too, as well as member of the Young People Action Team with UNICEF, and then it's going to be fun. But there again, my weekend is going to be there, and then I have many other activities I need to attend to in Calabar precisely. And then just like I said, well, if you have the time, Sharon, don't worry, we're going to go for an event at Port Harcourt. All bees on me. Wow, all bees on me. Yo, yo,
I
mayo.
don't trust you.
Yeah, we're going to use the flight. Don't worry, all
I
bees
don't
on me.
trust you. When is the event?
Yeah, it's going to be tomorrow. As soon
don't
as we're done with today's event, we're moving down to Port Harcourt.
I
So
don't trust
all
you.
bees on me. Just bath, come to the park and wait. I'll take you to the airport.
Airport. How does it relate now? I don't trust you.
Now there we go book
See,
boats
I
now.
don't trust.
Oh, we'll book boat from park. then
Airport
go
is
to the
close to
airport.
my house. Don't worry.
So you will
I'll
just try
go
go
to
there.
the airport.
No matter when you reach there, wait there for me and they come.
They play. be playing with him. Be playing with him. Because I don't trust
Yeah.
you. It's better I stay in my house. I don't trust you. Anyways, make sure that you enjoy your Friday. Actually, because
Exactly.
this is the last
That's
working week.
the bone of it
This
all.
is the last
Yeah.
working week. I mean, like I said in the beginning, if you're tuned into the show, you have started your morning sweetly already.
Exactly.
Started your morning smoothly already. But
Yeah.
we want to know how you're doing, how you're faring, how you're going to enjoy your weekend. Before you know it, like you close your eyes, snap your fingers, and then the next thing Monday again.
Yeah, and then I think I should quickly drag our attention to something. You know, we've talked about this. I have hinted us about this some time ago, but I think by next week I am personally going to be dwelling on this issue that has to do with School of Nursing at Moore Road. Yeah, precisely. For most of you who are listening to us this morning, don't worry. By next week we're going to go in details of what is going on within that institution, and then specifically the hostel. You know, I've talked about this before, and I'm still going to remind us again that the School of Nursing, the hostel behind University of Calabar Secondary School. Yeah, please. I don't know who is in charge of that particular facility, but I've said this before, and I'm still going to say it again, that if you look at the nature of that facility, most of us can never allow our children to be in that place. But if you look at the bogus charges related and every other thing that is going on in that place, you'll be like, why is this place not being fixed up till date? So please, I think by next week we're going to go in details and probably be part of the things we're going to be talking about. Why if we have the the privilege to have any of them pay us a visit and get to talk to us, because that place have been like that for many years now, and it seems to us that they are not having management, or they are not having directors of works and all of those persons that should have to think that, look, if you have a child, to be very sincere, would you allow your child to be in such in an area? So the place is not just dirty, it's not just unkept, it's very, very, very appalling, to actually stay. Trust me, whenever I pass through that place, I feel like, wait, are these really health practitioners staying in this kind of facility? No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up at all. And as such, I just hope by next week, trust me, we're going to come in details to tell you what we've been able to discover and the way forward. Because trust me, the essence why we're bringing this up is to ensure that we invite everybody who is responsible in ensuring that that place is put to its best form. Please, to just do us that favor, to please pick up a pen, pick up a plan, and ensure that things get done in that particular place.
Well, we have to go back to the music, but before we go, we still want to know how you're faring. So
Exactly.
in case you did not hear the numbers we called before, you can call us on 0809 4444058, 0809 4444058. You can send a text message to that number, or send a WhatsApp message to that same number, or you can call us after the break. We can also leave a comment on our live stream on YouTube and on Facebook via Unical Radio International. I'll leave you in the hands of Omale and Elma. This is Coping Mechanism. Do not touch that. That will be back before you know it. Kante by Davido and Faye, one of my all-time favorite Afrobeat songs. Anyways, welcome back from that music break. It is still the Morning Boss Show on Unica Radio International 103.5 FM. Time check is 8 o'clock on the DOT, and you're still with Sharon Antigaita and Obi Thompson, and we're going straight to the weather forecast segment of the show. Now, today is Friday, June 19th, 2026, and this is the weather outlook for today. Today is expected to be cloudy and humid with occasional rain showers across Calabar. Temperatures will remain warm while rain is likely at different times of the day, especially from late morning into the afternoon. In the morning from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., temperatures may range from 23 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius, and the rain chance may be from 60 to 80%. Conditions may be mostly cloudy with scattered showers developing through the morning. Tips is that roads may be wet during the morning commute. In the afternoon from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m., temperatures may range from 28 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius, and the rain chances may be from 70 to 80%. The conditions may be warm and humid with intermittent rainfall. And the practical tip is that brief heavier showers are possible, so carrying an umbrella is advisable. In the evening from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., temperatures may range from 24 degrees Celsius to 26 degrees Celsius, and the rain chances may be from 20 to 40%. Conditions may be rain activity should gradually reduce, leaving mostly cloudy skies and a humid evening. The general summary is that the temperature range from 23 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius, and the rain chances may be from moderate to high, especially during the morning and the afternoon. General advisory is to keep rain gear handy, allow extra travel time during wet periods, and stay hydrated as humidity will remain high. Forecast models indicate a typical June rainy season pattern for Calabar with cloudy conditions and frequent showers. As you know, Calabar weather can surprise you, can come as a surprise. So as much as possible, even though you're coming out and you are seeing sun at the moment, it may rain afterwards. And the funny thing is that it will not give you warning. The clouds will not change before rain starts falling. Rain could just start falling while sun is shining. We have a very, very peculiar weather. And so as much as possible, we need to prepare for any possible advanced weather that may come.
Yeah.
So carry your umbrella. Make sure it's always in your bag. Make sure it has a permanent place in your bag. If you're wearing corporates, carry rubber sandals or rubber slippers so that in case it starts raining, you can easily remove your shoes and change into the rubber ones so that you won't spoil your shoes or cause dampness.
Exactly. So, for me, I think I usually love saying you have to know the possible or the nearest, how do you call it, nearest bus stops, so that you'll be able to stay in
I still
case
on bus
it's
stops.
yeah, in case it
Wow.
has to the rain meets you in a place where you'll be like, okay, let me just take a break, and then avoid entering vehicles that want to give you a lift when you do not know them, especially when it is tinted. Please avoid them. You know what I'm talking about, right? Because it's weekend, so you just need to stay safe for us. Stay safe for us, and that's just the most important thing for us, because you have the greatest and the brightest future than anyone giving you a lift that will end your life, indiscriminately. So please do all you can to ensure that you stay safe and be safe and always be safe.
As much as possible to protect yourself from the cold, because I'm still suffering from the cold that entered my body the day before yesterday. I mean, you can hear it in my voice.
Yeah, you
My
slept.
voice
You
has
slept
been-
on bed hours.
No. Oh, yes.
No, yes. Where did you go?
I
You
did.
spent all
No, 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 no,
night
no.
somewhere
I slept on
on
the
an
tiles in my
AC
room.
all night.
Something rest.
Okay.
Rest in Jesus' name. Anyways, I
Okay.
laid down on the bare floor and my chest was
Okay.
directly to the ground. So that's one of the things that caused it. And then I did not even help matters. I went out in the rain
Hmm.
to play. This is
To
where
play under the rain.
I just went out like feel the drops of rain on my body. Rain
I
wasn't
just
falling
I
down
just
much.
wish the last person that stopped you and you denied the person your contact will listen to this and say, no wonder this guy is a
Excuse
child.
you.
Hello.
Excuse you. Like I said before, and I told somebody, I cannot be
Okay.
competing with life for who serious pass.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
already adulting too hard. I need distressors, and that's one of my distressors when rain falls. Exactly. Although sometimes though, we're living with like serious, terrible cold,
Yeah.
and I've not recovered from it up to this point. So please protect yourself as much as possible from the rain. Don't be like me. That's forget the fact that she has very light lungs. Anyways, we're going back to the break. When we come back, we're going back to the music. When we come back, Obi comes to take us through the exchange rate segment for today. I'll leave you in the hands of Benson, Kinzania, and Shay Vibe. This one says Kwa Lada. Do not
Okay.
touch that dial. Stay close to your radio set. Kids Daniel and Shay Vibes. Welcome back from that music break. It is still the Morning Boss Show on Unica Radio International 103.5 FM. And while we were on that music break, the Spice of the Airwaves joined us. He joined us. He blessed us with his presence. And you know I will praise you like an ego that you are the chair of Unical Radio
Sina ichie
International.
Vinica Radio, I beg.
So anyways, Brian, good morning. How are you
Good
doing today?
morning. I'm okay, I guess. I mean, it's Friday, and I have been looking forward to Friday since Monday.
Hallelujah, my
This
dear.
week has been it has
Wonderful.
tested. I was telling one of my friends yesterday because she just came into my team. I was like, "Hi, Vine. It's been a while. How are you?" And I said, "This week has tested my mental health. It has tested my career. It has tested everything in me. But I cannot wait to go back to my shell. I literally posted it on my status yesterday that I cannot
Mm.
wait for Friday so I can crawl back into my shell because it's cool outside here. So
Yeah.
let me just go back to where it's comfortable. But yeah, I'm good. I'm okay. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. How are you guys doing? I heard you guys talking about AC and bare floor.
N-
It's
Sharon.
Thompson.
not just that.
Sharon.
I think let's even go back. Okay, because of time, would have loved to go back to the foundation of what led to that. And trust me, thank God you're calling Sharon. Sharon, why they're calling
you
you
now.
and you're pointing to me?
I heard Bethel. I'm like, oh,
Okay.
Sharon.
I said I laid down on the bed. That's my
Okay.
comfort space.
Sharon, Sharon, Sharon.
Okay. Well, I'm
With
only
all I have
praying for.
You
taught you
guys
about
don't
being
blame me.
bougie, you have
Okay.
refused to
My
take the
bougie ends
lesson.
at my door.
Try.
My
Chineke.
tears,
ends at my
my
room
tears
door.
are rolling down.
Chai. It is
Gabriel.
well. It is well. It is well.
Crocodile, alligator tears.
Don't worry, as we take you through the exchange rate, I'm going to tell you how much it's going to cost you to get a mat to put on the bathroom. Hello.
Excuse you. I'll have you know I sleep on a comfortable bed. I
didn't
just
say
decided to lie
anything.
down
We're
on
not
the
complaining. We're not
floor.
fighting. Thank God
So,
it's
okay, so you
weekend.
prefer the floor to the bed.
Sometimes.
That's a
Mm.
problem.
No,
Do you
it's
know
not
that?
a problem. Like,
So
the
imagine you
coping
go to
mechanism.
a hotel, like
Well,
a
that
very
is different
five-star
now.
hotel,
I said
and
bougie
you're
ends.
checked in,
You prefer the
and
floor.
you prefer the floor to the bed.
Wait now. I said
Sharon.
bougie ends at my room door, not hotel room door. Like,
Oh,
when
so
I
you're
come out,
promising that let's say you have a conference to go to in Abuja and you're
I've
checked
already
into one of
promised
the
is that top
one of
say
the
lie?
luxurious
Port
hotels
Harcourt.
in Abuja, and they give you in a very good room.
I would lie down on the bed.
or
On the
through- on
bed. Oh,
Please
Jim.
don't blame me. I have guilty pleasures, please. Thank
That's
you.
fine. That's
Don't
fine.
blame me. Anyway,
That's
something
fine.
supposed to take us through the exchange rate segment before people will shade me and finish.
Okay, so right away here, let's quickly take you through the exchange rate segment of the Morning Boss Show. We'll start with the Danish Kron this morning, and don't forget that just one Danish Kron is costing Nigeria so much money, 209 naira. Yeah, it hasn't changed since yesterday. And then one Saudi Riyal is costing Nigeria 362 naira, and then one West African CFA is costing Nigeria 2 naira, and then one Japanese yen is costing Nigeria just 8 naira, and then just one Chinese yuan is costing Nigeria 201 naira, and then one South African rand is costing Nigeria 82 naira. So anytime I get to this particular South African, currency, I get just worried because yesterday we have a trending video of the xenophobic attack again in South Africa, and it's trending currently on social media, where this guy used this big umbrella, was pounding on this particular lady until she gave up. So I don't know why the United Nations is mum about this, and then why they are silent about these issues, and and all of that. But there again, it's sad that our currency is still battling to actually overthrow them and all of that. But then yesterday they actually had a draw with CS Republic though, but well, we wish them success in their football anyway. Hell,
Corrections.
okay. Check, yeah, whether Czech or CS Republic is still my own pronunciation though, but it's fine.
But the way they
You see, we
pronounce their
check.
country, they pronounce Nigeria
That's-
Nigeria now. New
Yeah, of course, a lot of persons pronounce Nigeria anyhow they want. So long as at the end of the day, our exchange rate will be much better, I think that's what suffers me. And then £1 sterling is costing Nigeria so much money, 1,806 naira. And then one Swiss francs is costing Nigeria 1,699 naira. And then €1 is costing Nigeria 1,563 naira. And then $1 is costing Nigeria 1,359 naira. So you've heard it from there. You want to buy new mats against flour. You want to cook fresh food. If you want to get fresh fish. That's the exchange rate segments for you out there.
Yes, thank you very much, Thompson, for that one. You have it. You have it here. You've heard it here. Now you know the figures on the exchange rate. Anyways, we're going back to the music. When we come back, we'll take you through the national holiday segments of the Morning Buzz. This is High by Adekele Gold and Davido. Do not touch that. I'll be back before you know it. Hi, by Adekile Gold and Davido. Welcome back from that music break. It is still the Morning Bus Show, and you're tuned into Unica Radio International 103.5 FM. And we're going straight to the national holiday segment of the show. Time check is 60 minutes past the hour of 8. And the first national holiday is National Flip Flops Day. National Flip Flops Day. So the only flip flops I know is my slippers. It's my retro slippers.
That's flip flops now.
Yes, my
And
retro slippers.
it's
We call it
so
retro slippers
it's
here.
Nigerians. It's so disturbing when people wear flip flops in public. Honestly, it's really disturbing. I can understand wearing Crocs, and I can understand that, but I cannot understand wearing flip flops in public. It's supposed to be worn indoors. Like, why are you wearing it to the office or to somewhere important? Are you that silly?
Wait, someone important
No,
as
no, no,
is
no.
it as if one footwear as the main footwear or
Yes,
like
as the main
secondary
footwear.
footwear? Jesus
No,
Christ,
no,
I've
no,
not seen
no.
that before.
Let's get it right. Before now, those things were sold for as low as 300 and 400 naira. But currently, as I speak to you now, it's about a 2,000 comparing to a palm, right?
So does
Now,
what?
yeah, you wouldn't compare. That's what we're looking at the fingers, right?
It's expensive
All the
now,
fingers
so
are
it's
not
giving them.
equal. So if you put on flip flop, trust me, congratulations. That is the best you can afford at that point in time. So today is that day. Wear it
Let me
to
tell you
wherever it
something.
is.
If I'm
That's why.
somewhere, let's say I am
Okay.
conducting an interview or something, and you wear flip flops into
I won't
the
take it
office,
seriously.
I will walk you out.
Okay.
Whether it's the most expensive thing that you own, whatever the case may be, I will walk you out because
People
it
used
is
to borrow shoe and
inappropriate.
go for
Do you get?
Yeah. So yes, there are some certain things, certain places they wouldn't want to, but when it
Some
has to do
people
with
wear.
casual walking around,
No,
they
that's
can actually do.
fine. That's
Yeah.
walking
fine.
around to the
Walking-
market.
That's fine.
It's cool.
To your
You're
workplace.
not going anywhere.
To your workplace,
I have
you're
a particular
crazy.
flip flop that's slippers. Guy, Mona leave me a beg. Now slippers they call them
Slippers,
slippers. No slippers.
So
Waiting
pass.
happen. I
Wow.
have this particular one that usually when I put it on, I personally cherish the way how beautiful it is on my leg.
Chai.
Though.
So
Yeah.
why don't you wear it to
so
work?
I do. Sometimes especially when it's raining, especially when it is seriously and severely
I
raining.
think I've
And then
seen
I have a crop that even if it's raining, I literally don't like putting it on because it's there's how it looks like, when especially when water fills in, I feel uncomfortable. But you see that particular one, I can
And so
wear
don't
it
make
and I
those
feel so
squeaky
comfortable.
sounds.
No, mine doesn't. I don't. Yeah, that's another
Squeaky
thing
and
entirely.
slapping sounds. on the
That's entire. Even
Some people do
shoes,
that thing on
even
purpose.
palm. A lot of persons wear this palm and then they'll be flipping on the road. Back. No. I don't like those kind of
No, people do that
movements
thing
on
on
the road.
purpose.
A lot of persons deliberately
They
do it,
deliberately do it because if you
especially
walk
that gender
properly,
to call attention. Hello.
excuse you.
Did I call a specific gender? So that
Excuse,
gender too.
which gender again is there apart from your own?
So the squeaky
Fine.
sound with your slippers is actually deliberate.
It's deliberate.
Yeah, a lot of
Some people
persons
don't
are
know
deliberate.
how to walk well.
So
Wow.
a
When
lot
you
of
learn
persons
how
don't
to
know how
walk
to walk.
properly,
Yeah.
It's like when you learn how, especially the ones
Even
that-
with
the
the
ones that
cover
irritate
shoe,
me.
even with the cover
The
shoe, a
ones
lot
that
of
irritate me
persons
are the
don't know
ones
how
that
to
drag
walk.
their feet on the floor, and you hear the sound of their feet on the floor. That is the one that irritates me most because you can lift your legs, or you decide to drag it on the floor. Why exactly? And the point is that when a lot of people are walking at the same time, you will hear the sound of it. And the thing irritates me because I'm like, you lift your leg. When you lift your leg, your shoes, your heels will make that sound.
Mm.
That the normal side is supposed to make.
Koi. Mrs. Koi.
But the
It
thing
will make
is,
that sound, but dragging your feet on the floor, oh my god! It was
Yeah,
like
so
just-
today is
that
that
irritates
day.
my ear.
Just put on your flip flops, enjoy, walk around.
Wear
Anybody
slippers
that
and
say he
look at
doesn't
your
like
leg.
it, please, he should buy new shoe for you. Hello,
I've
Vine.
been
So
well,
trying
get
just say
ready.
it.
Get ready.
If you want
Yeah,
new
if you're Vine,
shoes,
get ready. So that
if
after
you want
you're
new
Anigwe.
shoes,
Like,
So you
I
need to be
want-
walking around.
want
So today is
heels.
that day. If
no,
Fine,
you
I
don't wear
want
flip
heels.
flops. You don't wear flip flops.
I wear flip flops in
No,
my house. It
exactly.
counts.
Tell your people in your house to buy flip flops. Shoes for you. And another thing about flip flops is,
Wow.
if you must wear flip flops, can you please do us a favor and ensure that your pedicure is done properly? It's an appeal. Like I'm not. It's just an appeal.
And also your feet are not ashy too.
Like please, like just when you finish the pedicure, just
please
rub
just write
small-
it down on
small-
health and wellness, so
Petroleum
that
jelly.
someday you
Wait,
take it.
no, let's not go there. Groundnut oil. Just
Okay.
carry
No,
it. Even palm oil.
fresh engine oil that is not
Oh
too bad.
God, have mercy.
Just rub it there. Let it shine a
have
little.
mercy
Please
on.
scrub it wherever you can scrub.
good.
I know this particular set of persons, right? We'll talk about that on health and
I
wellness
just
segment
don't like
someday.
it when people wear flip flops and their toes. Ugh. It's
Are bitter,
Ugh.
are bitter, are angry.
Their
living
toes are.
among the dead among the living, or is it living among?
Jesus Christ.
But that's the truth. Like
Jeez.
I've seen some people's toes, and I'm
You
like,
should relax,
I would be pissed
relax,
if I had this kind of toes. I would be
relax,
pissed. And they don't know how
relax.
to moisturize their feet as well. Because when you do all those things, when you wear flip flops, it looks nice. When
Mm.
your feet, it looks ashy. Your pedicure is not done. Come on
Please
now.
make sure your
Even if
make sure
it's
your legs
knife,
don't
even
look
if it's
like
knife, use it, saw it, cut it.
So what?
Even if it's razor blade, use
toenails.
it. Saw that part
There's
we're
some
talking
people's
about.
there's some
Yeah,
people's
just clean
toenails
it.
actually break razor blades and clippers. I know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I will
That's
not
why
mention him.
I use
For his
that's why I say
for his
knife. Even if it's knife, buy new knife.
I've realized that some people's toenails are actually really
They are
tough.
very
Yeah.
tough. Yeah, that one I think is the environment the person has put themselves in.
In
So
that
when
case,
I
use
walk like
nail
a couple
clippers.
of times, I know somebody that his toenails broke clipper. I'm serious.
Huh?
Broke the clipper into two apart.
Oh, that's a serious issue right there.
Please, if you're listening to us, don't then please don't carry your legs like as if you're walking in the desert. So you just finished walking like a mile in the desert. Please use petroleum jelly with water, mix together, and moisturize your feet. Thank you very, very, very much.
Don't mention.
The next national holiday is International Day for Elimination of Sexual Violence in Conflict. International Day for Elimination of Sexual Violence in Conflict.
Sometimes I am sad that in this age and time we're still experiencing a lot of sexual violence in our vicinities. I mean, a few days ago we spoke about the endurance guy, the 41-year-old man that was sentenced to life imprisonment for raping an 11-year-old.
Okay.
And I've come to realize that as much as we talk about it, as much as people, these perpetrators are punished, it's more like nobody is repenting. It's more like it's getting worse every day. It's more like, nothing is being done, but we're raising awareness every day. We speak about it on radio every day, on TV, on social media. People are convicted every other day for sexual violence, for sexual assault, but for some reason, the numbers keep increasing every single day. And the question that poses in my mind is it that we are not doing enough? Or what can we do as a people, as a society, to put an end to sexual violence?
Yeah, but in this case again, it has to do with let's call it these issues in South Africa, for instance. They use this violence, and then before you know, they start exploiting women, as the case may be. So I will also see issues like, let's take for instance Iran. Okay?
Let's not streamline sexual assault to just women, because even men
Also
are
get
sexually
as well,
exploited.
yeah,
Yes.
and all of that. So we're talking about conflict. For instance, this community and this community are having issues. They are in war, and before you know it, they seize that opportunity to molest their women, their boys, girls, and children, and all of that. So this today is that day we're talking about. They say no. Whereas you guys have conflict, understood, but it shouldn't result to taking undue advantage at each other's and all of that. So this is exactly that day where we say a no is a no. A capital no is a no to all of this kind of
funny how
acts.
like I think the research I read one time I said 4 out of 10 individuals have experienced sexual assault. Have experienced sexual assault.
4 out of
In
10.
conflict, in
That's-
conflict situations.
That's not a good ratio.
4 out of 10,
That's
and
not a
then
good
everybody
ratio.
has like a story to tell. Everybody has a story to tell that okay at
How
some
many
point in
thing
time.
is I think the thing is everybody has a story to tell. How many people are able to come forward and tell their stories?
Exactly. Think when it's always said in a particular environment. I don't know what led to that conversation. My course mates particularly. So it has to we usually have this conversations that we actually don't even know how we got there, whether it's intellectual or just physical lives that we sit down and talk. So the conversation came up on what we have experienced in terms of sexual violence and everything. People had the story to tell, even the guys. Even the guys. A guy said that he had a situation where a particular old woman, I think his friend's mom, so for some reason found him oddly attractive, and they started making advances towards this boy, and at some point in time almost raped him. And I was like, imagine you experiencing that. I was even shocked that he opened his mouth to say it out loud. I also have someone that was actually raped by a lady. He was raped by a lady. Like the first time, she made advances the first time, and he ran away the first time, and then the second time,
Poor Joseph.
he had his way. She had her way. Now it's not just the ladies, although the ladies are the ones that can actually come out and speak. Men cannot really come out and say okay they were sexually molested by ladies because they feel like
Or men.
Exactly, because they feel like it damages their ego or something, or it
Mm.
kind of reduces their reputation in a way. But if it's a woman, it's like more accepted in society that okay, she gets molested.
And the thing
But
is, we cannot statistically peg a
mm,
figure for the sexual assaults in men, because with women, it's easier for women to come out and speak about it, and,
yeah,
tell their stories. But for men, we cannot, coerce them to come out and talk and, tell their stories, because, like you said, it's an ego thing for men. They
mm.
feel like, okay, when I come out and say this, it will bruise my ego and all of that. But telling your story aids the fight against sexual assault.
I mean, we encourage it because this month is men's
Mental
mental
health.
health and wellness
Mm.
month, and it's also adds to your mental health. You can open your mouth and speak to somebody that you know is you're comfortable with as much as
Mm.
possible, because we need to eliminate this. We need to educate people more, because some guys feel like some people have not been educated from when they were little, that there's some things that they do that could be termed as sexual harassment,
Mm.
and something that we need to educate more, push in the minds of younger people, so that when they grow older, they'll know that this is a place that you touch a lady, and if you touch her, it goes too far.
Bad touch.
Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah.
Exactly. So as much as I like the fact that they're teaching even little children that
Mm.
these are private areas, these are public areas, this is how you touch. You don't touch these places. You don't touch women anyhow. You don't touch guys anyhow.
Mm.
So I like the fact that they're instilling it in younger children now. So we need more awareness on these particular things to eliminate or at least reduce sexual violence.
If you can eliminate it, it will be better, because
It'll be
it's
better.
not a good thing. These things has a way of scarring people and giving them trauma. So if we
Mm.
can eliminate sexual assaults completely, I would be happy, because
Yeah.
it's not a
So,
good thing.
and also to come through in there, you see countries like DR Congo. We see countries like Haiti. We see countries like Somalia. I think another country has to do with South Sudan. Yeah, and then Central African Republic. These are countries that are so. I don't know whether it's becoming part of them when it has to do with conflict. Whenever they have conflict, the next thing is looking for means and ways to sexually assault. More reported cases are more of the women and children. Okay,
Mm.
women and children are so prone to this and all of that. So I think it's quite important for the United Nations, to wake up and see how they'll be able to put up laws, stringent laws that look during conflict. We understand there's going to be conflict or there's conflict, but do not use this as a warfare against your opponent and all of that. So with this, I think we're going to make a better place for
Let
the
me
world.
just quickly make a quick point before we move on. Another thing about sexual assault that people don't understand is it can actually create a cycle. What do I mean? I'm assaulted today, and in my head or in my psychology, I'm thinking, okay, this is probably the way to go. This
Mm.
is the right thing to do. And I go ahead to assault another person. Another person assaults another person.
It
And
can never be the right way to go.
the
Yeah.
cycle just keeps increasing and
Yeah.
growing. So sexual assaults can create a cycle. So we should lend our voices and say no to sexual assaults in any case in any community. There's no case, there's no situation that sexual assault is the right thing to do.
Mm.
There's no case. So we should lend our voices against sexual assault of any kind.
Exactly.
Men, women, children.
Yeah.
The fact that that of children is becoming alarming
Mm.
is so concerning. It's so concerning. How would you find a child attractive enough to molest that child?
That person is for me. Those people are those set of individuals are mentally unstable.
When you say mentally unstable, it just has a way of disorienting me, because people always hide under the guise of mental
Mental
disorder to
disorder.
perpetuate evil, and I will not for anything stand for that.
Or we say no to sexual violence.
Or
We
under
say no to
influence
sexual
of
violence.
alcohol, under influence
Yeah.
of this. No.
Did they buy the alcohol for you? Did they force you
You
to drink
can
the
never,
alcohol?
you can never give me
That's
that
the,
kind
that's
of
the lamest
excuse.
excuse
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. So the next national holiday is World Sickle Cell Day. World Sickle Cell Day.
Mhm.
I was privileged to know a lot of sickle cell patients, and trust me, it's not something that's easy to deal with. And so today,
I was having a conversation with someone, and I'm always triggered whenever I hear the sickle cell thing, because why? The ignorance of two people created this disaster, because at the end of the day, children that should have been living normal lives like other children are subjected to pain. I have seen sickle cell patients, when they have crisis, and I am moved to tears. Like, this shouldn't have happened in the first place. But the ignorance of two people have created this. And sometimes when I take, a look at most of these things, these people are still very unremorseful about what they've done. because
Yeah.
they feel like my pastor. See, I feel like a lot of things that happen in Nigeria, in this part of the world, religion has
Religion.
a very, very
Huge
huge role to play. Because
Mm.
you hear things like you are clearly AS and your partner is AS, but you say that your pastor said you should go ahead and marry. Why? Like, why would you do that?
See, there's some churches that are actually very aware of this whole genotype thing, and then as much as possible,
Before
they'll
you
tell
start courtship.
yes, before you start counseling, your counseling, the first part of your counseling is go and do your medical tests to check whether your blood group matches, your genotype matches together, so that you guys not go far, and then now you now start doing all this. You now check the blood test finally, and then the next year
It's hard to
not
detach.
compatible. And not compatible because you end up giving the people that will suffer will be your children. I had a senior back then in secondary school. This girl suffered before she finally passed.
See?
She suffered in school.
Imagine.
She would just stay in school, yeah. The next thing,
She
she's
passed
having a
in secondary
crisis.
school.
No, she passed while in university.
Oh.
So she would be in class. Yeah, she'll be in class. And the next thing, she's having class, then a crisis happens. She starts gasping for air. She starts looking for she starts struggling to breathe. And then next thing, they carry her to the hospital. But thank God my school had a clinic, a very large clinic. So they usually take her there, and then from there they take her to the hospital. But she suffered. She really suffered. If she has injuries, it's even worse. It will take time before it heals. Take time before it heals. Before she finally, when I heard she passed, God, it ached my soul because she was one of the seniors that I respected and I knew and I actually liked. Like I was so pained to the core. And then the funny thing is that she's not the first sickle cell patient. And that person also died too.
In her family.
Yes. And that person died before her.
In her family.
In her family.
You're kidding me.
Then finally, her mom died after everything. I think her father died before the mom child, but there were a lot of deaths around that period.
I had a classmate in secondary school, so her mother is AS, her father is AS. First child AS, second child AS, third child AS. Kept going. Fourth child, fifth child, sixth child. They kept going. It was the seventh one that it was more like, you know what, you've done enough. What is it? Haven't you done enough? Now that child died at 11 years. That child suffered. Oh God. That child, you know when a child suffers and they want to die. That's how much that child suffered. Now imagine subjecting a child to such torment because of your ignorance.
If you don't have money,
adamant.
like if you're not well to do to an extent, this thing will make you like
to an extent.
Suffer more.
To an extent.
You suffer. I'm saying you suffer more. I have my brother's friend is a sickle cell patient, but I don't know, his own is just mild because he lives life like a normal person would. But although sometimes, if you are very close to him, you would see some of his seizures happening. But he lives like very normal life, and then his parents are well to do, although his mom died recently. So it's his sisters now that are taking care of him. My sisters are also well to do. So easily he can get the treatment he wants to get, and he knows how to go about, what he's doing. But imagine if he wasn't somebody that had access to excessive funds to help him survive. Because most of the times he needs blood transfers, he needs blood transplants and other medical assistance. And if there's no money to access this medical care, imagine how painful it is for people that don't have this type of money to access medical care. So please, we're going to talk about this in the health and wellness segment too, because there's some things that we need to debunk.
But you also have an interview by 10 still for World Sickle Cell Day. People need to be more aware about the dangers of sickle cell. People need to be aware that it's important to be in the know of your genotype. It's very important. I don't know. I knew my genotype as a child. That's how important it was in my house. It was so you should know your genotype so you don't start making mistakes. You know that thing where people say, we've come too far already. We cannot break up, oh. Hey,
I should be the first
break up, oh. Okay.
Anyways, when we come back from the break, we'll talk more about it on the health and wellness segment. This is Venus by Faceless and Serotonin. Do not touch that dial and stay close to your radio set. Venus by Faceless and Serotonin.
So that's how
Welcome
the
back.
song just trended and finished. I don't know how to do the dance trend.
Ah,
God.
sorry.
My next life, I will dance. So
Mm.
I
Don't
will
dance.
ensure that.
You can't dance to your life.
Uh,
Just stay. You
For
are, you
me,
belong
I
on
will
the
learn
mic.
how to sing. How to
Belong on
sing
the
this
mic.
song. I know how to dance. It's how to sing the song that is the problem now.
No, I disagree. You know how to sing the song. Okay, you know how to sing, but
No.
I
not
can't
this
imagine
particular.
you dancing,
No.
Thompson.
It's
No.
haunting. The thought is haunting me right now.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Very soon, I'm already building a podcast studio in my room. So once I am done with it, my guy, you got to see my videos in the trend every day. I got to dance for house. Now inside house, I got to dance.
You're dancing on the
Then they watch them
podcast.
outside.
Let's move on. Let's
Please,
move on.
time check is 38 minutes past the hour of 80. The thought is just
I think it's
Casting.
haunting me right now.
Jesus Christ. Thompson, please. Please stick to the mic. You guys belong on the mic. I love you here. Don't move your body. Except it's to walk. Please.
Don't worry. Very soon
I
you
don't,
see
I,
it.
I don't even make the effort.
I
so
already
you're-
have.
you're-
I
it's
already
okay.
have a big screen already waiting. So don't worry.
Thompson,
Very soon.
You know what they say about plans? Don't disclose them until they are
Okay.
executed. So yeah, keep it to
Okay.
yourself. Thank
But
you
I have
very
a
much.
lawyer, but he has never won a case yet.
Anyways, we're going straight to the health awareness segment. Today's health awareness segment, we're going to be talking on sickle cell anemia because we need to give awareness on this because people are doing too much and the mistakes of the parents that that the children end up suffering for. Now, before I start, globally, over 7.7 million people live with the disease, and roughly 300,000 to 515,000 babies are born with it annually.
Every year.
Sub-Saharan Africa bears the highest burden, accounting for approximately 80% of newborn cases. Can you imagine? That is in Africa, this thing is
Let's
prevalent.
leave Africa first. Say Nigeria, we
Nigeria.
have the highest cases of sickle cell anemia.
See, sickle cell disease causes significant under 5 mortality, claiming the lives of an estimated 81,100 children globally per year. In highly affected African regions like Nigeria, between 50 to 90% of babies born with the disease do not live to celebrate their 5th birthday. Why would you want to make a child suffer this way? And we're going to give more awareness on this because people do not understand what causes this. Now, sickle cell anemia is a hereditary blood disorder. It's gotten from the parents that cause it. It's not the child that causes it. It's the parents.
I love how some children, some sickle cell children are so lovely, right? They don't want to blame their parents or anything.
Yeah.
Blame them, not them to them. Blame
Why
them.
relax? Calm down.
This is blaming my body.
Okay, so and it's the most severe form of sickle cell disease. It occurs when a person inherits 2 abnormal hemoglobin genes, HBS, one from each parent. Now we have A and we have S. So we have people that are AA, the normal ones. We have AS, the carriers, and we have SS, sicklers. So if your parent is AS and your another parent and the parent is another person like AS, when they do this crossing, they'll do a crossing 4 people. They'll do 4.
Okay.
They'll do 4 cross matching.
Okay.
There'll be 1 AA, 2 AS, and then 1 SS. 1 SS is likely. So that is why we see AS, people that are AS don't marry each other. Go and love somebody that is. If you're AS, marry somebody that is an AA. Marry somebody that is an AA, please, so that your child will not suffer the consequences of it. Now, these abnormal genes cause red
And
blood
please,
cells.
you must get tested to know if you're literally, if you are really the original AA, and look for a good facility, please. Don't just wake up there and say,
Let's
I
put it to
am.
calm down.
I
Bring there
am.
now.
Ah,
Boy,
Don't start,
carry the
stop
health
claiming,
awareness
stop,
segment
stop,
and do
stop
it.
claiming what is not yours. Hello.
Anyways, these abnormal genes cause red blood cells to become rigid, sticky, and crescent or sickle shaped instead of their normal round shape. The sickled cells can block blood vessels, reduce blood flow, and oxygen delivery to tissues and organs. Now, sickle cell anemia results from a mutation in the HBB gene, which is responsible for producing hemoglobin, the protein that carries oxygen in red blood cells. When both parents carry the sickle cell trait, there is a 25% chance that their child would have sickle cell anemia. Now, the signs and symptoms begin around 6 months of age and may vary in severity. Common symptoms include chronic anemia leading to fatigue and weakness, painful vaso-occlusive crisis caused by blocked blood vessels, swelling of hands and feet, frequent infections due to damage to the spleen, delayed growth and puberty in children, jaundice, as yellowing of the eyes and skin, shortness of breath, vision problems resulting from damage to blood vessels in the eyes. If not properly managed, sickle cell anemia can lead to serious complications, including stroke, acute chest syndrome, organ damage affecting the kidneys, liver, spleen, and lungs, pulmonary hypertension, leg ulcers, gallstones, pregnancy related complications, increased risk of severe infections, and early mortality. Now, the diagnosis is made through laboratory tests such as hemoglobin electrophoresis, genetic testing, newborn screening programs. These tests help identify abnormal hemoglobin and confirm the diagnosis. Although there is no universal cure, effective management can greatly improve quality of life. Treatment options include regular medical follow up, adequate hydration, pain management during crisis, folic acid supplementation, vaccinations and antibiotics to prevent infection, blood transfusions when necessary, bone marrow transplantation, and gene therapy, which offer potential cures for selected patients, and those things are expensive. Very, very expensive. Now, preventions primarily involve, this is where I'm going to hammer on, primarily involve genetic counseling and premarital genotype screening. Individuals should know their genotype before marriage to reduce the risk of having children with sickle cell anemia. Couples who are both carriers, AS, should seek genetic counseling before starting a family. Sickle cell anemia remains a major public health challenge, particularly in sub-Saharan Africa. It is a lifelong inherited disorder characterized by abnormal red blood cells, chronic anemia, recurrent pain crisis, and multiple complications. Early diagnosis, proper medical care, and public awareness can significantly improve survival and quality of life for affected individuals. And we are doing the public health awareness here. Please, I'm saying it so that we'll be able to understand, because maybe I'm speaking too much English. In case you don't know your genotype, please go to the hospital and check for your genotype. A trusted lab to check for your genotype, because we've had issues of people having wrong results, having tampered results, and it's what we don't want. It's what we preach against totally, because if you are caught tampering anybody's results, you're going to jail straight. You're going to jail straight. So as much as possible,
I love how you're so enthusiastic about our judicial system. Love it.
no,
So
no,
lovely.
actually, you are liable to be sued and your license taken away from you and go to jail, depending on the
Okay.
severity of it. If it claims a life, you're going to jail straightforward. That's one of the things that we fear when we are doing results, when we are trying to like collate results and everything, because checking that genotype screening is a very, very delicate process, very meticulous process. You have to use your eyes properly.
Mind you,
So-
Chimamanda has sued a hospital for negligence that caused the death of a child, and here we are.
Exactly. In the labs I've worked in, two sciences check, and they show, if you are working as an intern, they would show you how to do it here, but you're not the one doing it, because you're not the one that's going to sign on the thing. So a scientist to check it, and a scientist to call the other scientists to check the thing again, so that they will know whether it's right or not, because you have to check, look at your eyes, look for it properly with your eyes. And if you have problems with your eyes, you now have to get confirmation from the other scientists there, so that you will not make mistake. But as much as possible, please go for medical checkups.
Well,
Check all
thing
these
is,
things.
in order not to spend money on lawsuits,
Mhm.
how about you carry that same money and do double testing? Test here,
And
test there,
somewhere else.
so that you can now compare and contrast. So you don't have to spend money on lawsuits. And it's also important that you look for somebody that you're compatible with. Now, when people say talking stage, I am perplexed, because a lot of people
What
do
are you guys
talking
talking
stage the
about?
wrong way. What have you eaten? What's your favorite color?
What are you wearing today?
If you see me now, what will you do? I will slap you.
I said, wait, what? Wait,
I will slap
what?
you.
I heard worse though.
Wait, what?
I heard worse. I heard eat for me, please.
Do you understand? Eat for two. Hello. That is not
You
important.
guys.
Okay, so like I said, no, I had a particular friend one time ago, and then I think she keep bringing this weekend. So get prepared, to meet a lot of persons out there, and then what she said was, look, we are going to do a HIV testing together, and guess what? She is going to choose a facility, and I'd say, okay, we're going to go there together, and we're going to stay in there, and we do it together. And so after everything, and then we came out, I was like, do you know this is my first time I am going to meet someone, and this person is going to, yeah. So think that way. Don't think,
Well,
don't,
she's
yeah.
going to drag you. She has dragged you to the lab.
She
already.
has already
She
graduated.
has a
So
sharp girl.
that entails that,
Very
look,
sharp girl.
you as a woman, you need to be the one even conscious of this, because for the males, at some point in time, you feel like it doesn't too concern. After all, when you have the money, you can always ride. But then
Huh?
someone is
No.
So
also
males
saying the
feel
woman,
like this. So
yeah,
No.
that's like
there's
some
this
men feel this
orientation.
way.
No,
Do
there's
you
this orientation
understand?
that
Yeah,
the men feel like it's
feel
women that
like
cause it.
yeah, and all of that. So
That's the
please,
thing.
you
Women that
out
cause
there
it.
as a woman, this is weekend, and this is coming from my heart. If you're watching through the screen, you could see that I'm placing my double hands on my chest. Okay, so please
Thing is,
be
I
the
had a
one, be the
friend-
one to drag that person to.
But
but
before you guys continue,
but guess
let me
guess
reel out
guess
the
the most
compatibility.
interesting part of it is that she paid for it. So if you have the money,
That's lovely.
drag for it.
see,
Hello,
see,
I'm so
I
fantastic.
He was
stand-
complaining of
I
women
stand
that
in
Pay for
queen.
it.
I stand a queen.
Yeah, real quick, because HIV test is not cheap. Anyways, before you guys continue, there's a compatibility chart for it.
Okay.
AA, if you're AA, you marry AS. AA is compatible with AS. AA
marry
is compatible
SS,
with SS.
Mm.
AS is not compatible with SAS.
I think that this is start
and
paying us
AS
who
is
are
not
AA.
compatible with
So
SS.
you walk in the street and they give
Oh,
you something,
please
give
shut
you food,
up.
and couple the fact
Shut
that we are
up.
blood donors, so they can be.
Shut
I think there should
up.
be a
Like,
bangle
the
specifically
pride
for
that
blood
comes
donors.
with these guys
Right.
is
Wait,
so
wait,
annoying.
wait. Sorry. Thompson,
Hello.
what's your genotype?
He said it's AA.
Yeah,
What's your
so-
blood group?
Oh, plus mine. So
Hey!
so
Right! This
Yeah,
is
you know.
wow. Young one.
you know,
Right!
as a proud blood donor,
Universal donor.
they're supposed to be
Lovely.
seeing us in the street and hello, have you eaten
Universal
today?
donor.
I've not eaten. Please take
And
chicken.
AA.
Put it on
Wow.
your design cap and put it there. Universal
It should be on your
donor.
CV.
Eh,
No, put it on your CV.
We're supposed to have a bangle, but
this is
then
what do you bring
they
to
say
the
the bangle
table?
got
Excuse
finished.
you, have you seen my genotype?
Do you
and blood group?
understand? And they write in the car. I just bought a car, and then I put it on the screen. Hey, hello. You not see my car?
Come on.
I told you we were going to Port Harcourt this weekend, so get prepared.
It is well.
Well, I'm somebody. I want people to have to be careful of who I actually.
So something happened. Let me just share this.
Okay.
When I was younger, because my mom worked in the lab, so she knows everything about blood group and genotype and all of that. So she knows the orientation and she gave it to us, and she did our genotype. And my mom is AS, my dad is AA. So I know about my two sisters. I don't know about my elder sister, but my two sisters are both AA and I'm AS. So when I was told I'm AS,
Chai.
at 10 years, I was very sad. I cannot lie. My mom now told me, do you have somebody that you want to marry already? Because what is this sadness about? Like, what is happening? But I was just sad for no reason. I thought that that's the end of the world and stuff. But as somebody who is AS, you just have to be careful with the person that you get married to, or the person that you have kids with, so that your child doesn't suffer. So you have to be very meticulous.
Flip side, my dad AS, my mom's AA. That was the flip side. So I was like, why didn't I collect the AA? Because my brothers are AS. Like, why didn't I collect the AA now? Why do you give me AS? Like, I'm like copy of my dad, because the blood group genotype is the same thing. And I was like, so now I have to start asking questions now.
Your dad is AS.
My dad's AS.
I've come to realize something. I might be wrong, right? But there's a pattern I've come to realize, right? A child that is closer to the mother might just carry the properties.
It's very fine.
I know it does, but the few circumstances that I've seen, that's how it is. While the child that is very close to the father, they will just pack the
Do
properties.
you believe
of the father.
I've asked a former partner about this? I was like, what's your genotype? Just faithfully asked. He didn't even realize that he didn't think about it. That said A. I was like, okay.
We're good.
But we're not good anymore. So I mean,
It's your bad character.
it's not my bad character. It's his own.
You found the one, but
It's
your
his
bad
own.
character
I will not
chased him.
agree. I will not agree.
Your
It's
bad
his own.
character chased him.
He's his own
No
bad
problem.
character. See,
It's okay.
I'm a sweetheart. So don't
Don't
realize
worry.
now.
You will ask her what is your genotype again. Don't worry.
I will ask. I
Yeah.
will ask now. Exactly. Even blood groups too. But we'll talk about that later.
Hopefully that'll be the last time you ask.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I'm just putting it in God's hands. Anyways, I'll get back to the music because we have news flash coming up by 9. But when we come back, we'll take you to the people and culture segment of the morning buzz. This is I Do Go by the Cavemen. Do not touch that dial. I'll be back before you know it.
The time is 9 a.m. Top of the morning to you, Calabar. Welcome to the News Flash on Unical Radio International, 103.5 FM Calabar, Cross River State, Nigeria. My name is Vine Henshaw. Here are the top headlines of the hour. Starting from the home scene, Governor to suspends ticket sales, levies on intercity transport operators in Cross River State. Moving on, IPOP announces leadership reshuffle as Nnamdi Kanu dissolves DOS. Elsewhere, ex-INEC boss Yakubu arrives Doha as Nigeria's new ambassador. In the foreign scene, Burnham says Labour has final chance to change after Makerfield by-election win. In the world of entertainment and lifestyle, Disney's Lilo and Stitch voice actress Chess dies at 35. Lastly, in sports, South Africa Czech Republic keeps hope alive after 1-1 draw. Details of all this and more coming up by 1 p.m. If you have news reports from your areas, hostels, departments, and faculties, please call our news hotline on 0809 4444058. I'll take that again, 0809 4444058. You can send an SMS to that number or send a WhatsApp message to that same number and we'll take it right here on the show. Please do away with any form of discrimination and nepotism as we strive to build a united nation. And always remember, as Malabites, Malabrasis, and Crossivarians, we are known for reasonable action. Stay tuned and keep it locked right here on Unical Radio International, 103.5 FM Calabar, Cross River State, Nigeria. Good morning.
Feeling by Ladic Pogue and Benson. Welcome back from that music break. Back to the Morning But Show on Utica Radio International 103.5 FM. My name is Sharon Antigaita, and I don't do this show alone. I do it with two amazing gentlemen. Amazing is relative, but yes, amazing gentlemen. The spice of the airways and the local spice of the airways, local seasoning of the airways. And DJ, you call me Urban.
I went somewhere
Imagine
to go
calling,
and eat.
imagine saying or telling you that being, imagine describing you as a tall girl and saying tall is relative. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tall is different. Tall is a fact. That's a fact now.
Is it though?
Excuse
Is it
you.
though?
Am I short? No, I'm
Is
not.
it though?
I'm not. I don't even have strength to argue with two of you. Anyways, time check is 9 minutes past the hour of 9, and we're going straight to the people and culture segment. On today's people and culture, we're talking on Nigeria's coat of arms, the history and what it's about. The Nigerian coat of arms is one of Nigeria's most important national symbols, representing the country's sovereignty, unity, strength, and natural wealth. It was officially adopted on the 20th of May 1960, a few months before Nigeria gained independence from the United Kingdom on the 1st of October 1960. The coat of arms was created to provide the emerging nation with a unique identity distinct from the colonial emblems previously used under British rule. Before independence, Nigeria used colonial badges and symbols associated with the British Empire. As preparations for self-government intensified in the late 1950s, Nigerian leaders recognized the need for national symbols that would reflect the country's geography, values, and aspirations. Consequently, the coat of arms was designed and adopted as an official emblem of the new nation. Each element of the Nigerian coat of arms carries a specific meaning. The black shield represents Nigeria's fertile soil and agricultural richness. The white navy Y shape symbolizes the confluence of the river Niger and river Benue at Lokoja.
I've
The
seen
two-
it. Beautiful.
In person.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
in as much
Wow.
as you're traveling within to Abuja, using
Yeah,
that particular, you should
yes,
definitely
yes, I
say
saw
that.
it.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? This is the confluence.
Yeah.
Nice. I've seen it. It's actually really beautiful.
So the Nigerian coat of arms was designed by a London-based design firm called the Mercer's Beverly Pick Associates. It was officially approved design and was drafted in preparation for the Nigeria's independence and was finalized at the firm's West End office in London. While some sources confuse the creator of the coat of arms with Michael Taiwo Akinkunmi actually designed the Nigerian national flag, while Beverly picked designed the coat of arms. So, because you have this thing where we say, who designed coat of arms? Michael Taiwo
Huh?
Akinkunmi.
Never been anything.
No, it was a thing. It was a thing in my school.
Oh wow.
So please do your research also, because
It
like
was
I said
just
before,
the Nigerian flag.
the history of our history has been tampered with to an
Tweaked.
extent.
Mm.
So if you don't strive to do more research, you believe whatever comes to your front.
And
believe
you
whatever
also
they tell you.
misinform other people.
Exactly. And we just keep on passing information that makes absolutely no sense. Or most times we pass information that is not complete. Like saying Fumilayo was just the first woman that drove a car. Finished. That's the only thing that she did. Because that's what people know her, that she's the only person, she's the first woman that drove car in Africa. Finish. That's what they know.
I think I love the black shield, in the Nigerian coat of arms, because that reminds me of the fertile soil that we have, and not that particular soil that man was building 100 bags of physics to kill off.
Why?
How did we get there?
Why, Thompson?
How did we get there?
I love the black shield because it helps us to understand that our soil is already fertile. So go and plant.
I think the creation of the coat of arms were very intentional. The eagle, the horses, the confluence, the fertile floor. It also has flowers planted, on the base of the coat of arms. Everything looks very good together.
Yeah.
Everything is very symbolic, and it's really nice to see.
The two white horses represent dignity, pride, and strength, and the red eagle symbolizes national strength and courage. The green and white wreath reflects the colors of the Nigerian flag and the nation's agricultural potential. Cotus spectabilis is the yellow trumpet flower, Nigeria's national flower, symbolizes beauty and unity. And the national motto is unity and faith, peace and
And progress.
progress. If only we can, if only that's what's happening
Unity
now.
and faith. Well, when you ask me, we are okay. I think I'll say that boldly enough on the State of the Nation show. But then, faith and progress. Yeah, we have faith, but so far, it's sad that we are not progressing as a country, and
It's sad
that's
that
the fact.
it's not, it's in a state of
Yeah,
disarray.
we are not
quietly.
progressing as a country because
Jeez,
if you see,
And that's what I'm saying. It's sad that it's in a state of disarray.
I decided to leave that part of peace because as it is now, the peace we are even enjoying, I don't know, even those who have studied peace will be so confused if
It's peace
actually
and
we have
conflict.
peace in this in this country per se. Because we've expected that the country that is selling so much, making so much money from crude oil, and then borrowing so much would have the best quality of life ever. But yeah, and then a country that has
I'll keep saying,
a
can we
fertile
tone
soil
down on the
for
crude
agriculture.
oil first? I'll keep saying, can we tone down on the crude oil thing first and focus on agriculture and tourism?
Yeah, the
in
agriculture
Nigeria?
here, those who are supposed to give us, look at the food basket of the nation, have been bewildered with, terrorism and
Mhm.
all of that. So how will we see food to eat? So it's as sad as that. Not to talk about places like Enugu where you have to dig the soul out of the earth before you can see water and all of that. So it's sad that things like this. Now, if we have responsible leaders enough, trust me, Enugu State alone can actually power this country electrically. You can put off 100 hectares of panel in the northern part of the country since we have good sunlight there. And the whole country will not be talking about
People that
power
think
this
that
and
they're not
all of
thinking,
that.
they're inside the box. They're not even.
So this is why we need to stop
That's
voting
It's
leaders
actually not a box at this
whose
point. It's a coffin at this
okay.
point, not a box.
Okay. It's a
don't
coffin.
think-
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
You get that
I
point,
didn't
right?
say
It's a
anything. Guys.
coffin at this point, not a box.
I didn't say anything. But anyways, let's move on. Now, when the coat of arms was first adopted, the national motto was peace, unity, and freedom. In 1978, following the Nigerian Civil War and efforts to strengthen national cohesion, the motto was changed to unity and faith, peace and progress. This new motto emphasized reconciliation, national development, and collective responsibility. Something that we need to remember as a nation. Everybody, leaders and followers alike. Now, the Nigerian coat of arms serves as the official symbol of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It appears on government documents, passports, currency, official seals, and public buildings. Beyond its administrative use, it symbolizes Nigeria's unity despite its ethnic, linguistic, and cultural diversity. The Nigerian coat of arms is more than a decorative emblem. It is a visual representation of the nation's history, geography, values, and aspirations. Adopted in 1960 as Nigeria prepared for independence, it continues to serve as a powerful symbol of national unity, identity, strength, and progress. And the first time I saw it in full view was in front of the TBS, the Tafawa Balewa Square. I said it's in full view, like the front, and it looks so beautiful. The way they designed it, but I don't know whether they've kept it properly because it needs maintenance to actually show that it's well designed. I think I also saw at the National Theatre too, if I'm not mistaken.
It's also at 1111. It's 1111. The where you have the governor's office, I think Diamond. There's a roundabout there. Yes, it's also there.
Yeah. The two.
Yeah.
I see the horses are the ones that are very pronounced than the rest of the coat of arms. But yeah.
Speaking
it's
of
also there.
horses,
Are you sure those are not the two horses lost in
Thompson,
Calabar?
get out of my head! Get out of my head! I was about to say that there are two horses around the Marie Slaser. Are you sure this is another horse that escaped from the coat of arms? They are just wandering around, and it's weird to see horses in the city of Calabar just roaming, randomly.
Yeah.
So
Nobody owns it.
nobody owns it, and that's weird.
It's sad.
That was very weird. Are you sure the coat
Sad.
of arms is incomplete at this
Maybe
point?
they can't touch it because it's part of the coat of arms and it's there to send the message to some people. But oh well, that's it for the people and culture segment. In case you do not know what our coat of arms looks like, you can do more research on the
You're a
origin.
Nigerian and you don't know what the coat of arms looks like.
Look at
You're
your
not serious.
currency.
You are
your
not serious.
Government certificates and everything, because I mean it's there actually for the currencies, and so your certificate too. graduated from a federal university,
Mm.
and also on your official government document. Your birth certificate is supposed to be there too. Supposed to be there too. But anyways, it also gives it also reminds us to be unified as a people, preach peace as much as possible so that we can progress as a nation. Please, it's what we need right now.
Mm.
Anyways, we're going back to the music. When we come back, we'll take you to the top story segment of the show. This is Remember by Ashake. Do not touch that, will be back before you know it.
Oh, nice.
Come back from that music break. Time check is 21 minutes past the hour of 9, and you're still tuned into Unica Radio International 103.5 FM. My name is Sharon Antagaita, and I'm here with Vine Henshaw and Obi Thompson on the show. And we're going straight to the top story segment. And the first top story is from the university space. Unical VC charges stakeholders to embrace digital education data management. The Vice Chancellor of the University of Calabar, Professor Ofyong Ifanga Ofyong, has called on institutional stakeholders to embrace the Nigeria Education Repository and Data Bank (NERD) for research and documentation of data as a means of advancing the education sector. Professor Ofyong gave the charge at the Godswill Akpabio International Conference Center during a one-day sensitization and training symposium organized by the University of Calabar in collaboration with NERD, with the team understanding the operational framework and core values of NERD. Represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research, Linkages and Collaboration, Professor Anthony Eneji, the Vice Chancellor commended the Federal Ministry of Education and the NERD implementation team for introducing the initiative and urged participants to maximize the opportunity provided by the symposium. Professor Ofyong emphasized the need for universities to adopt modern systems that promote transparency and accessibility and preservation of institutional knowledge. Also speaking, the NERD focal officer, Dr. Mrs. Violet, Violet Eneyo, emphasized the importance of the program, describing it as timely, strategic, and necessary in an era where universities are increasingly expected to embrace digital compliance and effective knowledge management. Dr. Violet noted that NERD serves as a national academic platform designed to improve access to educational resources, promote innovation, and strengthen institutional visibility and encourage responsible knowledge sharing across educational institutions in Nigeria. The event featured question and answer sessions and a call for all stakeholders to actively engage with the platform in order to enhance research feasibility, knowledge preservation, and the overall academic standing of the University of Calabar. This is from the Public Relations Unit, University of Calabar. What do you make out of this?
I think this week basically have been a tech week in Unica per se. Today we also have another tech, artificial intelligence activity here in the University of Calabar as well. Currently ongoing by 10 a.m. The University of Calabar International Conference. That's Gosula International Conference Center. So I think basically this week is going to be a week where our students must be enhanced, must be given that ample opportunity to explore themselves, to come out and showcase the talents they have, skills they have. So it goes beyond just using your phone to probably check something online or edit something online and all of that. So here is just a basic way for you to ensure that you get to learn these skills in its best form and in its best way and manner, just so that you be able to sometimes a lot of persons go online, just pick up something and then begin to put it out there, but they do not know some of the techniques, basic ways for you to actually either edit them or post them. But because these days a lot of opportunities there, you need to write letter, you need to do cover letter, you need to do this, so people just go type it blah, 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 and then put it out there. Before you know it, they just send it like that without editing key informations out, also failing to understand that the other people on the other hand, we also use this same technology to see who did copy and paste, plagiarism. We also have many other things that they also use all of this text to do. So when you come over there, you come to learn about new ways of doing things. We can't still be at that stone age where every person just have a pattern, but here we're going to learn more new skills on achieving the same thing but in different and even simpler ways. So all of those complex kind of works will definitely be reduced to in such a way that you don't need to stress yourself. So that's why this week I think I must commend the management of the University of Calabar for keeping its doors open for all of these guys to come. Like I said, we're going to have UNICEF already. Also, Microsoft are already in school to ensure that they carry out these activities. So I must give it to the Vice Chancellor and his amazing team for the work they are doing for students to ensure that you don't just basically rely on your certificate alone, but have other skills to also boost your CV and all of that.
And I also feel like this also calls for more innovations in terms of our database management and all.
Exactly. That's the core of the conversation.
Because having to write down some certain things instead of inputting them into a system, it's something that we need to take out of use, because the world is digitalizing, the world is innovating in terms of technology.
Also having to request for a certain data every single time when there's a database is disappointing. Actually,
it's be like, I'm looking for something, come and look for your script.
What is your reg? Write your reg number, write your department. It's supposed to be a code that every student should have a very unique code that
we already have a portal. So you're supposed to be able to access
towards that.
someone.
Yeah, right from the past administration of Florence Ubi regime, I am part of the team that is currently working on those kind of innovative ideas. So trust me, distance time, you don't need to go to anywhere to go and start dishing out records of 1970, 1975 till date. You just need to bring your registration number. Even if you forget, just tell us your full names. We just enter into the system. They will just enter into the system and boom, your details, everything pops out and all of that. So we're working towards that. That's why we're saying we will not be tired and we will not give up. So as the technology comes up, as new innovations comes up, and new idea comes up, trust me, we're going to put them into actions.
You reminded me of something. This particular private university in Nigeria that they sign attendance with the ID card.
It's supposed to be so.
Yeah, that's
the past administration teased the idea,
Yeah.
but I don't know about implementation. So far, so good. To the to the best of my knowledge, I'm not seeing that happening.
And
but
I
they
dare
teased
say,
it that
I
when you
dare
want to
say
sign
some
your
That's the
attendance.
students,
reason why we have this
I dare
digital
say some
ID card.
students will not want that innovation.
Well, it's not about what students want. It's
Want
what
it's
is
about
good
what
for
is
them.
obtainable. Yeah, yeah. There's this head of department in teaching hospital that I am so aware that this is what he's doing. He showed me the machine. He said, well, he was able
Yeah,
to
I know
acquire this.
about that when you
Yeah,
clock in and clock out.
you just
Mm.
come clock in, so you don't need to come. Oh, I came around 7, but I forgot to come and sign. This is He say no, 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 no. He's not even the one controlling it. He just put it there in the general office. As you come, you
Yeah,
clock in.
clock in.
And the student, that at the end of the day, that machine automatically calculates how many times you've attended class. So you don't need to say, oh, you can, as you clock in, once your class is over, you just go back again and put in. It's just simple. Your
So it
student
shows
ID
that
card
you also stayed till the end
till
of
the
the
end of the
class.
class.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
We actually need more innovation in tech space in our university space because it's going to benefit everybody. And you'll be proud to actually use these things where they're like, do you know that my school is using biometrics to check who attended lectures or not? Although some people will not like it, but we will have to adjust. Anyways, so going back to the music, when we come back, we'll take you to the conversation of the day segment where you can call and lay your you can call and let us know what you think about the story. This is Baby Rhythm by Fave. Do not touch that dial. And stay close to your radio set. Baby Rhythm by Fave. Welcome back from that music break. It is still the Morning Bus Show on Unica Radio International 103.5 FM. We're going straight to the conversation of the day. Now, the conversation of the day is from a particular story. Monarch blames rising crime on ex-convicts around African prison and demands relocation. The clan head of Ifudakaniesu in, did I pronounce that right? Did I pronounce that right? I'm hearing the voices in my head,
If it
my
was
aunts and
Kini
my
Gbogbo,
father
yeah,
group,
you will pronounce it
because I
well.
grew
I
up
beg,
there.
shift.
Jesus Christ. If that Kanye took in Calabar South local government area of Cross River State. Muri Eyo Efyong Okon.
Moray.
Oh Jesus Christ. Efyong Okon, the fifth, has called on the federal government to relocate the African Custodial Center, alleging that the facility has become a source of insecurity for surrounding communities. The traditional ruler accused the Nigerian Correctional Center Service (NCS) of failing to address the activities of ex-convicts and other persons of questionable character, allegedly residing in shops and residential buildings located on undeveloped lands belonging to the service. Speaking on behalf of his community, Okon claimed that the correctional facility, which was once considered an asset, is now contributing to the growing crime rate in the area. According to him, officials of the correctional center have little engagement with the host community and have focused primarily on securing their facility while leaving neighboring residents vulnerable. They fenced their facility and secured themselves, but left the community exposed to ex-convicts and other suspicious persons occupying properties built on their lands. Some of them in some of these individuals continue to perpetrate crimes within the community, the monarch alleged. He further claimed that portions of underdeveloped NCS land had been allocated to persons whose identities were unknown to community leaders, arguing that such lands could have been better utilized for schools, hospitals, and other public facilities. The traditional ruler also insisted that the custodial center should be relocated to less populated area, noting that African was largely forested with when the facility was originally established but has since developed into a densely populated neighborhood. Responding to the allegations, the public relations officer of the Nigerian Correctional Service in Cross River State, Efanga
Wow, did you just say it's him?
Etim,
Okay.
excuse me, Etim, said the state controller, Anyeka Nya, had constituted a five-member committee to investigate the claims. Etim denied allegations that the service harbors ex-convicts or blocked access roads within the community, maintaining that only access into the custodial facilities premises were restricted to prevent unauthorized persons from approaching prison walls. He urged the public to await the outcome of the committee's findings. Now, the question is, how does the police monitor and reintegrate ex-convicts after their release? And what support systems exist to prevent them from returning to criminal activities within communities like African? Because this is like a very huge claim by the traditional ruler. And so, how do you think the police monitor and reintegrate ex-convicts after their release? And what support systems exist to prevent them from returning to criminal activities within communities?
Okay. Call out the phone lines
You
before
can
we.
you can call us on our studio phone lines to if you want to join the conversation on 0809 4444 058. You can send a text message to that number or send a WhatsApp message to that same number, or you can drop a comment on our live stream on YouTube or on Facebook.
So, I think in Nigeria, I want to believe it's a Nigerian thing. In Nigeria, we have this problem with urban and regional planning. When certain facilities are being erected, there's very bad urban and regional planning. Now, I believe strongly that if you're going to erect a correctional center or a
Mm.
prison or whatever, it shouldn't be in a residential area. It should be in a secluded area. That's what I think. Because now this community, they are complaining about activities of ex-convicts around their environment,
Mm.
because that is a residential environment, right? If this correctional center was taken to somewhere else, right, where people are, it's not a residential area, people are not living there, then it will be better. Something happened a few months ago. I'm sorry, I'm bringing it back. The whole gas explosion thing. Now, still boils down to urban and regional planning. If we have proper planning. Okay, things like this should be situated here. If you have a gas plant, it should be here, maybe outskirts of town or where it's not residential, so that if anything happens, people are not affected. But when you have gas plant or where people are living, refinery, see where people are living,
Mm.
where they are making bomb. Sorry, I'm exaggerating, but you get the point.
Yeah.
When there's proper and proper urban and regional planning, right, there are certain things that can be avoided. So I think that this whole issue in that community is all about the foundation of the problem is regional urban and regional planning. When there's proper planning, right, things like this will not happen.
And adding to what you said, going from another perspective,
Mm.
since we don't have adequate planning,
Mm.
adequate urban and regional planning, in the correctional centers mean stopping these individuals from coming out again to perpetrate the same worst crimes, worst criminal activities.
Mm.
Correctional is a correctional center for a reason. Now, I know abroad they would give you would apply for skill acquisition, and then if you're on good behavior, they'd release you on parole, right? If
Mm.
you're on good behavior, they release you on parole, and before that, you would have learned one skill or the other from this correctional center. Because I mean, it's not just a prison; it's also a place where it's also a place for correction and a place to realize that you shouldn't do the same crimes over again. To
Mm.
realize your mistakes and know how to move on from them. So also learning skills also, because when they leave, I mean, imagine a petty thief, for example. Now,
Mm.
the only thing the guy or lady knows how to do is to steal, and
I like that inclusivity.
it's to
Guy or
steal.
lady, yes.
It's to steal, yeah.
Mm.
So now, the guy doesn't have a job. The guy or the girl doesn't have a job,
Yeah.
and it's only through stealing the person found the means of livelihood, even food. Finally, the person is being caught
Mm.
and sent to the
Taken to the
correctional
correctional
center.
center. Mm.
How are you sure that when that person serves his or her time, when the person comes out again, there's no job opportunity, there's no job creation whatsoever. So the
Well,
person's going to result in the same.
aside,
Don't
comparing it
forget that,
abroad, we also have people in correctional centers in
Okay.
Nigeria
Mm.
that also offer skill acquisition. But what
It's
I've
not
seen
prevalent
so
in
far,
every correctional center. It's only people that maybe philanthropist
it's
organizations.
not philanthropist organizations. So far, what I want to say, so far so good. The only cases I've seen where this people are rehabilitated are mostly terrorists and people that cause mayhem to the society. You see how they take them to correctional centers, give them skill acquisition, and even give them startup packs,
Mm.
right, to start their own businesses. That's the few cases I've seen, the skill acquisition happen in correctional centers.
Mm.
Aside that, I believe recently the wife of the governor did something like that in correctional center at I think it was that African. I can't
Mm.
remember, but I think it was that African. But I know that the wife of the governor did a little skill acquisition for people in the African Correctional Center. So
Mm.
if you do things like this for them, when they come out of that correctional center, they are not becoming a menace to society, rather that they are back to society to make something out of their lives. But
Yeah.
when you don't have anything to fall back to, they will go back to the crimes that they were, arrested for.
Okay,
And
so
cycle keeps going.
yeah, I think basically for me, I've listened to you guys neatly, and then I would love to say that one of the key things that cause people to find themselves in where they are today is because one, as a young person, yeah, forget the fact that your parents provide everything for you at the age of when you were born to you get to the age of 15, 16, 17, 18, your parents still do everything. The moment you don't start thinking out of the box to say, look, I need to learn a skill of my own. I need to start doing something on my own. I need to start meeting some of my bills on my own. Your father should not accommodate you. Well, it is their responsibility. Accommodate you, train you in school, provide everything down to what you eat, even your data. I see a lot of persons say, hey, my father have not sent me data at that age. Well, now, when something like this, you push to be depressed. When you start seeing your friends and competitively in the society and all of that, you start feeling depressed. And before you know it, you start picking things that does not belong to you. That is where you say, oh, petty stealers or petty kind of crimes and all of that. But guy, you don't enter prison, you don't enter prison. But there again, for those who have found their way in that particular state of livelihood, per se, first, they have literacy, courses for them. They also have technical and educational and vocational training. They also have vocational training workshops. They also have educational hubs and skills acquisitions at that particular center. But what's more, intriguing to me is the fact that one, The fact that they're in prison does not mean they do not have the opportunities to also learn skills and all of that. First, they have rehabilitation programs. Don't forget, sometimes ago we have the government of Nigeria saying they have rehabilitating terrorists into where a lot of things that even an ordinary citizen that is graduating with first class does not even have such ample opportunity to enjoy and live such a lifestyle. They also have counseling support. They also have recreational activities. They also have skill acquisitions. So those who stay in that kind of place despite all of this and still return back to commit this same crime are those whom first are proving that all these things we are just hearing are just rumors, that the government have not done the part they're supposed to do. If the government have done, what happened to these facility managers? Are they also releasing what belongs to? It's just like a flood. We've been here in Nigeria where we hear, oh, there's a flood, and then government have rolled out a relief
Relief
materials, and
materials.
before you know it, boom, it ends in the hands of still office holders, public office holders. It ends in the market. You go to market, you see these things being sold in the market. So we keep asking questions like, those persons that you came and raised alarm for, are they really getting these things? So these prisoners will roll out.
So
Oh,
who
there's,
is
of course, it's
monitoring?
constitutional. It's constitutional that all of these have been provided for
Who is
prisoners.
monitoring?
So who is
It's one
monitoring?
thing to
And those
actually
who are
provide.
monitoring, are they giving proper evaluation to the government that, okay, this is it? If you look at the kind of places they stay, these are not places that the UN Charter, policies does not encourage all of this. But look at our prisons, look at ourselves, not even prisons, look at ourselves, how it is. They are not supposed to be a place where the moment you go to cell, then automatically you've been downcasted, or you have been downtrodden and all of that. No, it is just a place for a proper investigation to be carried out. Remember, you're still very innocent until the competent court of jurisdiction say you are guilty of a crime. And then when you're being guilty of a crime, and then they send you to this place called prison, it's just for you to stay there and relax your mind until you serve your year term, and come out to become a better person. We've seen a lot of persons who are better people after even being released from prison. They become heads of state. Hello. And then I think it's quite important for just like this monarch have raised this alarm, for government to also sit down and say, where have we done wrong? Where have we not done better? Can we improve it? Can we do certain things like this to ensure that this doesn't escalate? Because once it escalates now, so now you will start digging how much the government have actually. If you hear the billions of naira that the government are spending for prisoners, you'll be shocked. But where are these monies going to? Why then do we see prisoners looking, like in fact, looking so unhealthy? No medical attention, no proper feedings, and all of that. But you see some of those persons who are supposed to even be in the prison, loitering around, or sometimes probably they are sent to a prison, and then they have the comforts they need. They even stay there and do videos and tell Nigerians that you people thought I went to prison, I'm enjoying myself, and all of those things. So I think it is wrong for government at any level to feel like the fact that these persons are in those kind of confined areas does not mean they should not be taken care of.
Yeah.
Does not mean they should not be properly rehabilitated
And we
or
talk of
given
their
all
food.
of those things that they deserve to have.
We talk about their food too. Their well-being is important as much as they want to. I mean, it's a correctional center for a reason. They're supposed to be there. Let's just the conventional thing, like the common thing, or the thing that is supposed to be, is that it's supposed to be a place where the criminal comes in to be corrected and to be shown that what he or she did was wrong. And so because of that, we correct you and arrange you properly so that you can fit it back into the society. Although most people now, because of the array of crimes they've committed, the crimes stick to their back long term. But it should be a correctional center, not just prison, but a correctional center. Their well-being also matters to an extent because they are equally human beings.
And they should also work, actively to ensure that they can be incorporated back into society and they can make, impact and meaning out of their lives after they've served their term in the correctional center.
Exactly. Due to lack of time, we have to go. We have to take the quote of the day and leave you. But we have an exclusive interview in commemoration with the World Sickle Cell Day by 10 a.m. But the quote of the day is: Friday brings a chance to reflect on your victories, learn from your challenges, and prepare for greater things ahead. Friday brings a chance to reflect on your victories, learn from your challenges, and prepare for greater things ahead. Enjoy yourself this Friday, but enjoy with discretion. Please do not go and enjoy and
Discretion, Barrel.
do
Please,
not
sir. I'm going to sleep without discretion. I will sleep without discretion. I beg, I will rest without discretion. I no get strength to, they do without
Have
discretion.
fun and be the birds that
Please
you can
have
always be, like I
fun.
was
Have fun,
saying.
have fun. Because before
Yeah.
you know, we close our eyes, open our eyes, it's Monday again, and you are seated here again
Mm.
to give you the best medication information and post entertainment. But before we go, what are your last words?
My last words are really simple. Ensure that you do the right thing, ensure that you spread kindness, and ensure that you work towards being the best version of yourself. Follow me on Instagram. I am Vine_Henshaw. Vine spells Vyne. To show you will see the beautiful and awesome face behind the mic.
Abby? Abby. Are you done?
I had to
Okay,
do it.
so elevate your morning for your success. See you at Gospel Aquabi International Conference Center. I'll
And
be just
also-
right there immediately. Yeah.
And also stay positive as much as possible and enjoy the rest of your day. You can also follow me on TikTok at Unique Shasha. The unique is UNIQ Shasha. Thank you. Which one be Thompson? Which one be
I
can also-
follow him and
I like it that way, so it's my preference. I mean,
Oh.
you decided to replace I with Y.
I've increased it.
It's your preference. It's my preference.
Okay.
Anyways, you can also follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, TikTok, and on X. We are Unical Radio. On Facebook, we are Unical Radio International, and on YouTube, we are Unical Rain. Stay tuned for more of the best of information and entertainment and education 360. Do not touch that down. Stay tuned to your radio set.